Dear students, this is our third lecture and we are going to discuss natural resources. This is chapter number 2. Before going to start our lecture, let us set our learning objectives. After successful completion of this lecture, you will able to learn definition, renewable and non-renewable resources, problem associated with resources, understand natural resources such as forest, water, mineral, food, energy, and land, and associated case studies. Also understand the role of individual in the conservation of resources and equitable use and sustainable lifestyle. Life on the planet Earth depends on variety of goods and services provided by the nature, which are known as natural resources. Water, air, soil, minerals, coal, forest, crops, and wildlife are all are all examples of natural resources. Any stock or reserve that can be drawn from the nature is a natural resource. Natural resources are of two types: renewable resources and non renewable resources. Which renewable resources which are inexhaustive and can be regenerated within a given span of time. For example, forest, wildlife, wind energy, biomass energy, tidal energy, hydropower, etc. Solar energy is also a renewable energy form of energy as it is an inexhaustible source of energy. Non renewable energy sources which cannot be regenerated, for example, fossil fuel, coal, petroleum products, etc. Once we use these resources, they can exhaust. The same cannot be replenished. E- Even our renewable sources can become non renewable if we exploit them to such an extent that their rate of consumption exceeds their rate of regeneration. For example, if a species is exploited so much that its population size declines below the threshold level, then it is not able to sustain itself and gradually the species become endangered or extinct. It is very important to protect and conserve our natural resources and use them in judicious manner so that we do not exhaust them. It does not mean that we should stop using most of the natural resources. Rather, we should use the resources in a such a way that we always save enough of them for our future generation. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the different major types of natural resources such as forest resource, water resource, mineral resource, food resource, energy resources, land resources, etc. So let us start with the forest resources. Forests are one of the most important natural resources on the earth, covering Earth like a green blanket. These forests not only produce innumerable material goods but also provides several environmental services which are essential for the life. About one third of the world's land area is forested, which include closed as well as the open forests. Forest not only provides innumerable material goods but also provides several environmental services. It provides habitat, means house for wild animals. Forest has cultural values also. In Maharashtra, the old virgin forest, which are also known as Devrais, they have some cultural significance for the local tribal people. Forest helps to regulate the climate as they absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Forest acts as lungs for most of the cities and it can clean air. Sanjay Gandhi National Park or Borivali National Forest is acts as a lungs for Mumbai city. So what are the uses of forest? Forests have enormous potential for human welfare, wildlife and the environment. Forests are immense value to us. They are not only useful for industry but also for rural economic growth. They offer huge potential for reducing poverty while also conserving their valuable key resources. Forest uses are divided as commercial use and ecological uses. For in commercial use, forests provide us large number of commercial goods which include timber, firewood, pulpwood, food items, gums, resins, non-edible oils, rubber, fiber, lac, bamboo, fodder, medicine, drugs, and many more items. Half of the timber cuts each year is used as a fuel for heating and cooking. One third of the world wood harvested in is used for building material. One sixth of the wood harvest is converted into a pulp and used for paper industry. Many forest land are used for mining, agricultural grazing and recreation for development of dams. Let us see some ecological uses of forest. While a typical tree produces commercial goods worth rupees 30,000, it provides some important environmental services worth rupees millions. The ecological services provided by the forest may be summed up as follows. Production of oxygen. The tree produces oxygen by photosynthesis, which is so vital for life on the earth. They are rightly called as Earth's lungs. Reducing global warming. The main greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide, is absorbed by the forest as a raw material for photosynthesis. Thus, forest canopy acts as a sink for CO2, thereby reduce the problem of global warming caused by greenhouse gas such as CO2. Wildlife habitat. Forests are the homes of millions of wild animals and plants. About 7 million species are found in the tropical forest. Regulation of hydrological cycle. Forest watershed shades acts like a giant sponge absorbing the rainfall, slowing down the runoff and slowly releasing the water for the recharge of springs. About 50 to 80% of the moisture in air above tropical forest comes from their transpirational activities, which helps in bringing rain. Thus, they influence local and regional climatic conditions. Soil conservation. Forest binds the soil particles tightly in their roots and prevent soil erosion. They can also act as windbreaks. Pollution moderation. Forest can absorb many toxic gases and can help in keeping the air pure. They have also been reported to absorb noise and thus help in preventing the air and noise pollution. Driving energy flow and nutrient cycle. Their huge biomass and enormous biological and biochemical diversity supports energy flow as well as nutrient cycle. Forests have been known to possess huge potential for human use, and they have been exploited since early times for their vast potential. Exploitation of forest has taken place to meet human demands in the following way. Due to wood cutting and large scale logging, the for raw material like timber, pulp, fuel wood, etc., deforestation due to road construction, clearing of forests to create more agricultural lands to meet the food demand of growing population, encroachment of forest leading to destruction about 1.36 million hectares of the forest. About 78% of the forest area is under heavy grazing. Mining activities led to clearing of forest. Big hydropower projects results in the large scale destruction of forest, and intentional forest fire can also destroy our forest lands. The major causes of deforestation are shifting cultivation, fuel wood requirement, raw material, developmental projects, growing food demands, overgrazing, intentional forest fires. Despite increasing awareness about importance of forest, deforestation rates continues to increase. Each day, about 32,000 hectares of forest disappears from the earth, and an equal area of forest suffering deforestation. During 2000 to 2005, the tropical deforestation rate increased by 8.5% as compared to 1990s deforestation rate. Loss of primary forest have increased by an alarming rate of 25%. Further, primary forests are being replaced by plantation with much less diversity. Deforestation has far reaching consequences, which may be outlined as follows. It threatens the existing existence of many wildlife species due to destruction of their natural habitat. Biodiversity is lost, and along with that, genetic diversity is eroded. Hydrological cycle gets affected, therefore it influences the rainfall. Problem of soil erosion and loss of soil fertility increases. In hilly areas, it often leads to landslides. More carbon is added to the atmosphere as global warming enhanced. As natural habitat of wild animal destroys, they starts entering to the humanized areas, because of which man and animal conflicts were increased from the last decades. 98 deaths due to tiger attacks from 2013-14 to 2016-17, 2,804 deaths due to elephant attacks from 2019 to 2015-16. Over 15 crore are spent on conflict mitigation since 2013-14. As per a study of Times of India, 42% of average leopard's diet consists of stray dogs. The 35 leopards in or near Sanjay Gandhi National Park and RA Colony probably eats 1500 dogs per year. But preying on stray dogs, leopard prevents about 1200 dog bites incident per year and 19 potential rape cases in Mumbai. Due to destructions of forest from the Aravalli ranges leads to the spread of Indian desert towards eastern Rajasthan, Indo-Gangetic plains, Haryana and western parts of Uttar Pradesh. The deforestation can reduce the groundwater recharge at that particular areas. The deforestation also disturbs the ecological balance. Its forest patches acts as a green lungs to the Haryana. Studies shows that Aravallis helps to reduce the dust pollution. 40% of the forest area of Aravalli shrinks in last decades. Sand dunes were observed in Sohna village, which is 20 km away from the Gurgaon National Capital Region. Due to deforestation in Aravallis, continuous floods are occurred in the some of the seasonal rivers originated in Aravalli mountain ranges. Thank you.